Hi community group leaders and teachers, I hope y'all are doing well and having a fabulous day. Hey, I'm excited to introduce this week's Leadership Minute. This is one more tool we can have in our tool belt to lead more effectively. Today we're continuing the conversation talking about momentum. How do we build momentum for our community groups? How do we help to create, build, and sustain momentum in such a way that people want to join our community group and want to hang out and be part of something great that's happening in our midst? Last week we talked all about the power of pastoral care, as well as the power of creating specific moments for people to enter into where you can have fellowship or community at least once a month or once a quarter as means of challenging people to dive into community. Well, this week I want to suggest one more tool, and that is the power of creating specific moments or reasons for people to engage in your community group. I think too many times we take for granted the fact that we're meeting every week and we forget to give people a reason to join us every week. Because every week we have something incredibly powerful and incredibly profound that happens in and through our community groups. But we don't always let other people know what's happening. As a great example of that, this next Sunday, Pastor Darren is starting a new teaching series called Unoffendable. He's going to explore how and why we can be unoffended no matter what's going on around us, and what does Jesus describe as the biblical antidote to being offended in the midst of the cancel culture or the easily offended culture that's in the world around us. Who doesn't need that message today, especially in the political climate and in the heated media climate that the world is around us? Now, in our community groups, for those of you that are following the Pastor's Cut, we're going to be exploring the same concept, but through a radically different lens. Matter of fact, the first Sunday, Pastor Darren is preaching on something completely different than what we're exploring in the Pastor's Cut. And so a great reason to come to community group this weekend for so many people will be that the Pastor's Cut explores a different avenue than what's happening on Sunday morning, while we explore how to offend-proof ourselves, for lack of a better description of that. Great reason to invite people is to share what's happening next week, even if it maybe is a different shade of the same thing. And so just like we're starting the new teaching series this Sunday, in person through Sunday morning services as well as through community groups, you might even share, hey, by the way, next week, whether you're using the quarterly or you're using the Pastor's Cut, you can say, we're going to explore this topic. You don't want to miss it because it's extremely relevant for you. So when you share and cast vision with those in your community group, why they want to come back, give them a compelling reason to come back, they're going to be more interested in coming back, other than just saying, hey, we'll be here next week, hope you join us. It's not quite as compelling of a reason. So, summing up, give people a reason to come the following week. Tell them what you're going to be doing and why it's relevant to them. Doing so gives them just enough information that they're going to want to follow up with it and they will want to come back. That's one more way you can create momentum for your community group. I hope that's helpful for you. Now, if you have any more ideas in any of this, or you want to discuss this a little further, feel free to shoot me an email, give me a phone call. Would love to talk about it more. But I hope this is one more tool that you can have to lead more effectively in your community group. Hey, have a great week, friends. God bless.